I broke Go Battleague's algorithm using this exact team in Open Great League. We're gonna have a ton of action today by Golisopod, which is a Pokemon that on the majority is gonna get you the ultimate good lead that you need to finish off your opponents and of course have the perfect alignment at the back, because Golisopod is gonna finish off all those Whiscases that are in the meta on any elo range, because this Pokemon is a budget Pokemon that everyone is using, also has a very good matchup against the fighters, sometimes walling them down completely, and of course with Liquidation it is a bug type that can still outperform those fire types. We're looking at a Pokemon that can still do neutral damage and general damage in the entire Open Great League, and of course you can always get the chance to finish off your opponents not only with its soul power but also do severe work with your debuffs coming from that Liquidation. We're looking at an all-around Pokemon, for this video, and of course we're gonna pair it up with another Shadow Claw, this time Sableye at the back as a safe switch, and Registeel. Both of my backline Pokemon have terrible IVs, so if you have better IVs than mine, obviously you're gonna have the upper hand over your enemies. So here comes now another great lead for them, because this Pokemon is a Dragon type that can also resist my X-Scissors. Unlike Dragonair, this Pokemon is part fighting. This is why this is a problem, because with Dragonair this is always playable, you can always go straight for the X-Scissors, but against fighters not so much. Doesn't matter, we're just still gonna switch out to our John Cena. They are gonna farm us down with a Skarmory, which was unexpected. I was hoping to get to another foul play, but that is not the issue, but it doesn't matter at all. Able to get here to the Brave Bird, and right after I will overfarm just a little bit more, then unleash the power of the Focus Blast and one shot down the remaining HP that they have. Now it all depends on what they might be having at the back, but with that 2 shield flex over 0 shields, I feel very comfortable for my Golisopod. So here comes out the Stone Edge, we can easily block here, and now they will switch out to their Como. To my surprise, they win the CMP here. I was not expecting this because Golisopod has a fairly high attack stat, and right now we're just gonna finish them off with the X-Scissor in combination with one Shadow Claw. This will give us the perfect opportunity to get now to that Liquidation, to the finishing blow, and we're gonna get another huge victory for our video. Into the next battle now with a terrible lead against the Registeel. So this is still playable if you sacrifice your shields, and trust me when I say this, you need to sacrifice your shields sometimes, especially when you can leave the battle with a lot of HP, like on this incident with your Golisopod. So here comes now another Liquidation. This will put the Registeel pretty low, but at some point we might be in a pickle if we do not block. So here comes now my second block, and right after I will try to completely farm down. After those up cannons I have my attack stat dropped, so I want to clear those debuffs, and of course I will switch out to my Sableye. They follow with a switch to that Trevenant coming up into the game, not even a switch actually, because Registeel just fainted, and now we're just gonna face the music here with that Seed Bomb. Down we go. Unfortunately we cannot get to another foul play. If you have better IVs than mine, once again you're gonna outperform even that Trevenant on this scenario. So here comes now a Shadow Ball on my Registeel, and at the back they have a ton of flame. So I'm just gonna reach here to the Zap Cannon, trying to get their shield out of play, and since they're expecting my switch here, I'm just gonna stay in with the Registeel. I knew they were expecting the switch, that's why they threw here. They knew that I had energy on my Golisopod, but we know better, and right after we can farm down right on time and grab this victory with our Golisopod being turned from a leader into a huge closer. Into the next battle now, and we're having the amazing Guzzlord up in front. So those X-Scissors are gonna be extremely clutch, but this is another bad lead for Golisopod. I know that at the start of the video I said that this team is gonna get you on the majority very good leads, but of course I'm not gonna showcase those very good leads because there is no reason for that. We're breaking the algorithm not only up against good leads but also up against bad leads, because this team is extremely solid. This is why I recommend it to you. So let's see how we can do here, because Guzzlord has just just finished off a lot of HP out of our Registeel, and of course in the process our Golisopod as well. I'm just hoping that with that dark type out of the way, perhaps Sableye can have the optimal sweeping scenario over here. At the back they have a Tentacruel, which is not that great even though we resist those poison jabs. So here comes the return, they are gonna take it. This is huge news for my team now, because by blocking once we can easily farm down. We end up blocking though the acid spray. If I knew, perhaps I would let that go through, but perhaps not at the same time, because we're getting super low and all I have to do at this point is to reach now to the next foul play for big damage and lethal at this point to the Lantern, and we can get yet another big win. Into the next battle now with a very bad lead, this time against Tanspers. This Pokemon carries the move Rock Slide, which is super effective for my Golisopod. It is a normal type, which means that both my Sableye and Golisopod are gonna throw resisted fast attacks on that Pokemon, being the Shadow Claw, which is being resisted twice by that normal typing. And of course, besides Rock Slide, this Pokemon can use Drill Run, which can be kind of a big troublemaker for my Registeel at the back. So you can see as to how Tanspers can break you completely down. Let's see how we can play this though, because they're having their Venusaur at the back and now switching out to the Trevenant. So my brother was calling here all the time. I'm just gonna deny the call, but then he will keep calling at the end. In the end, he just wanted to have some fun talking, not something special, so I do not feel bad about me denying that call, okay? So anyway, Seed Bomb now is gonna go on my Metal Trash Can. Doesn't matter at all, I know I can survive whatever they throw from those fast attacks on my Golisopod, and with that knowledge now we can farm down that Trevenant and go for the triple X Scissor on that Venusaur. Are you kidding me? This Golisopod is absolutely insane on the damage output, and right before that final Vine Whip is being registered, we're gonna throw the X Scissor, and of course they're gonna go down with the 2 Shield Flex remaining on our asset. So Zapdos now up in the next one, and guess what, trainers, this is my favorite Pokemon to use in PvP, so yeah, I had to showcase it, right? And of course Shadow Zapdos is gonna be another big core breaker for my team, able to finish off my backline under shields, and of course Simple Drill Peck will just seal the deal up against my Golisopod. So let's see how this is gonna go, because Whiskas is gonna be lured out, so this gives me some hope on the end game, unless they have another Mad Boy remaining at the back or another counter to my Registeel. So I'm just gonna get here now to the X Scissor, and most probably we're gonna take them out. I'm just gonna undercharge just in case I can farm up a little bit more, but they end up going in here now with that Zapdos, able to drop the defense, but it doesn't matter. Now we're having the Registeel coming into play. So Swampert emerges out of nowhere and has to face the music of my Focus Blast here, but instead of finishing them off, of course this is another Mad Boy, and they can easily destroy me down with a couple of those Hydro Cannons. I'm just gonna go in now with Golisopod, try to completely farm down the process, but I know that Zapdos has at least a Drill Peck ready to go. Can we do it here, trainers? Let's see together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the CMP. We want to block here, but I'm pretty sure at this point that they have another Drill Peck ready to go. Let's see if that is the case, because I do not remember at all. Oh yeah, they have it. So we end up losing this battle, but they're using a Shadow Zapdos, which you already know how much of a big fan I am, and yeah, that is a well-earned victory for my opponent. Into the next battle now, in the final one I guess for this video. Yeah, this is the final one, and we're having a Skarmory up against us. This is a flyer that we're not afraid of. Starting this season, all Skarmories out there are running Steel Wing, which makes a lot of sense. This move has gotten a severe buff for the Go Battle League formats, so yeah, we can resist those fast attacks by a lot, and other shielding, we can even win this individual battle. We're looking pretty strong here with our Golisopod. Arguably a good switch, a bad switch, I'm not sure, this is why I say it arguably. So they're using now their Swampert as a switching Pokemon here, which is pretty great for me. I can take the shield and still do severe damage on them. Now I'm just gonna go down, I believe, to the Sludge Wave. Okay, I was expecting the Earthquake, doesn't matter. And now we're just gonna keep farming down with with those Shadow Claws. So another Hydro Cannon is imminent. This Pokemon is super spammy, nothing to underestimate here, and now we're just gonna go ahead and throw our Foul Play. This will connect for big damage. At the back they have another Mud Boy. All of a sudden we're not looking that strong, but what we have to do at this point is to switch out to a Red Steel. I know we can survive a couple of those Mud Bombs, throw the Focus Blast, and on the end game, perhaps, I say perhaps, we can get our hands on that Foul Play to finish them off. So let's see if that is the case, because Whiskas is kinda bulky. Overall, can they survive my move here? This is the ultimate CMP, and they cannot trainers, so we're gonna take this final victory for this video. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end, everyone, because this really means a lot. And of course, before you go, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new to my content, and of course I have over here 2 videos as usual for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will catch you up later into the next one.